чуть ниже сюда. Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm very happy to see you today, guys. It's Sunday and 6 o'clock, and that means we are going to draw something today. Prepare your pencils, paper. Today we will be drawing this beautiful, oh, I will have to just show this picture. So today we will be drawing these beautiful cherries, and it will take us about 45-50 minutes, guys. Get ready, and you can frame it later and use as a decoration. It will be beautiful decor for your house or maybe as a present. So it's a great time to spend with purpose this time and to get some skills, basic skills of drawing. I will be using pastel pencils. Today I will be drawing with Derwent pastel pencils, but you can use color pencils, you can use soft pastel and chalks. And let me know if you can hear me well, if you can see me well. I will just give you a few seconds to prepare your materials. So take a piece of paper. I will be drawing on a toned down paper. It's a craft paper, but you can use just a white paper, black paper for the beginning, and then you can draw and get some techniques of drawing with pastel pencils, and later you can just redraw it and repeat, and it's a great way to spend this time, to relax. Grab your drink, tea or coffee or maybe something else, white or red, and prepare everything, and we'll start just in a few seconds in order we can go on time. So I'm just giving, while I'm talking, get ready, just giving you a few seconds to prepare the materials, and we will be drawing these beautiful cherries. So it's really, it's a season of cherries now, it's summertime, and it's really great to have some cherries at home left and to draw from them. So it's a great practice for the beginners because it's a sphere, you're practicing shadows and lights, so it's really great. I will be switching my camera now on the paper, so let me know, guys. I'm very glad that we are spending this time together and very glad to see you all. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful evening, and I'm just will put my camera on my table, so let me know if you see everything, and we'll start. So here we go. So if you are watching this on Instagram, let me know if you can see the piece of paper perfectly, because on YouTube I hope you can see everything. Yeah, I have to move a little bit, so I will just move a little bit just to give you the space, and we will be drawing these beautiful cherries. If you are on YouTube, just prepare your pencils, and I will start with I think I will take this terracotta pencil, so just for the background, and I will be drawing these cherries, 3 of them actually, and so I will start location on the paper. So we are talking about composition now, so usually they advise you not to put it in the middle, so just move it in the left or a little bit right, just place, but leave the space on the edges of the page in order you can frame it easily. So I will be starting drawing not too big, not too small, and we will play a little bit with the shapes. So it will be almost a circle we are drawing here, and we are drawing a little bit more narrow to the ground. And what I'm doing now, I'm just placing these cherries on the floor, so I'm just playing the second cherry, playing around with the composition. I will go a little bit further, so in order not to make it too boring, like it's easy stuff, yes, just cherries, but not to make it boring, to play around, we move it a little bit up, so we're playing a little bit with the perspective and scale as well. Even it's a simple subject, a simple picture, but we still have space for play and for some creativity, guys, yeah, for creativity. So I'm just putting them in random, actually randomly, because when I'm looking, you see it from the up, my cherries, but when I'm looking from here, I see them on the other angle. So I will put it a little bit to this to the side. So I'm rubbing with just with a razor, but you can use a kneadable eraser. It will be more softer and it won't rub, but just select some pieces. For pastels I found this kneadable eraser better, and it's easy to find. You can order it on Instagram or on Amazon on Instagram and buy in almost any artistic shop. So now we have put our cherries here, so we are putting them on the paper, and you see that we have the steps. So this is about composition scene, and now I will be drawing the stems, and they will be going in wavy directions just to make a little bit movement to it, a little bit like to give them movement and to add some interest as well. So I will start with this one, and you don't try to repeat my movements, just create your own. They actually can go in different directions, because while I was placing this real cherries, I have broken them, so they are going in different directions, but they are very wavy. So, and here at the top it will be like this, you know, this brown thing made of wood. So I will just sketch it up, and then you see I'm drawing the second time, and each time is different. So we put our cherries, and now what we have to do, we have just to draw a leaf. It goes somewhere from this part, so it's a little bit coming from this part when it grows on the tree. And I will use a lighter, because I think it's too dark pencil. I was using lighter. It's Naples yellow. So I'm just drawing, sketching. You can use gray pencil if you wish, or you can also draw with some beige if you have this pencil in your collection. So I'm just drawing in a little bit waved. If you can see it properly, I'm just not using this dark pencil, because then it will be contour and it will be difficult to remove it. So, and you draw the patterns of your leaf. They also goes a little bit circled, made a little bit waved, in order to create this understanding of the shape, like feeling of the shape, right? So, and now all we have to do is just to color it. So this is my favorite part. You almost already know, I think, that I love shading and coloring. And this is like, here you can go as far as you wish. So I prefer more impressionistic way, so I'm not too much into details. I'm more into light and shadow. I like more to make an impression, the feeling of summer, of sunny days, the lights, the shadows. And if you are more into realistic drawings, then you will pay more attention to details, and you will need more than 40 minutes to make it very realistic looking. So we will start off now of light and shadows, and I have already taken this white pencil, because if you are drawing with pastel pencils as well as if you are drawing with color pencils, it will be difficult to put your white pencil sometime on the dark space. So I'm drawing now spotlights. So I'm just putting these lights. My light goes from the left to the right. It's I have decided here, and the same it's almost now in the studio. It's because of the light comes from the left, and I see almost the same on my cherries now, my real cherries, and I will have some lights and reflection here. Don't forget about the light, shadow and reflection. Shadow will drop here on this space, and it will be dropping from your cherries, also on this cherry as well. It will be the most darkest cherry, but it will be a lot of light on this cherry on the top of it. So we are leaving this white space, and then we will shade it a little bit with pink and red and yellow. So if you are more into this impressionism matter, this alla prima manner of drawing, then you will pay more attention to the lights and shadows, to how it plays with the shapes. And this is what I'm interested in as artist, and I'm drawing for many years already, and having professional architectural education. So I'm drawing for ages, but I'm still enjoying drawing simple shapes and simple subjects. And now we'll start shading with the red, already with the red pencil, and pay attention that here it will be like a circle, like a platform on our cherries, because it's a shape we are trying to show. So I'm just drawing slightly for you in order you can see it, that this circle we must keep it in mind. So I'm just starting to shade the cherries, and I'm walking all around the canvas. I'm not coloring only one cherry, I'm coloring all of them. We have to get rid of these contours that we have created and to add some shadows to our cherries as well. And here, if you are drawing with chalks, you can add it yellow a little bit. It will be just a play of light which goes from here. And now I will be just shading a little bit. You can use also this paper stamp if you have, just to shade it if you wish, but make sure that it's clean, because I'm already adding some shadows here. So you can make it with a finger or with a stamp, or even with kneadable eraser, or just shade it with your pencils. And now I will be adding some just shadows, and you will see how it will pop up already, because it's already becoming like cherries. We are not still like here, but we are coming to it. And this cherry is the back cherry. It will be in less light here, but it will be a lot of reflections from other cherries, because they're dropping their reflections, and the light will be almost only on the top. So, and I will use darker red now, just to show the shadows. So shadows will drop here, and I don't forget that the shape of my cherries is almost circle, so I need to color it like a circle and to show it like a circle. So I'm trying to keep my pencil going like I'm drawing this shape, and I'm adding these shadows and then a little bit mixing it up, because the light will be brightest here, but here will be the lightest thing. So I'm just shading a little bit, and now I will use a little bit of purple actually, or maybe I will use even dark blue, just to show the place where the stamps are connected. So they will go this way, and I'm just putting them on its place here, and I can go here already, and you can use brown. Brown will be also good. So I'm using sometimes blue for the shadow parts, sometimes purple, and I find it very artistic, so I really love to do it. But maybe you will go for more usual color and use just brown. It's also absolutely fine. So I'm just now using this green to put it on the place and then shade it. So I'm mixing the colors of my pencils, if you have already noticed this. So now I will be back to my cherry. So if you, for example, get bored of shading cherries, you can go all around. It's how I was taught by my teachers, that you must walk all around your picture all the time, and I'm trying to do this now, and we will come to the leaf a little bit later. So I got this green color, and now we will be shading. So it's all about shading and adding some colors and mixing, and it will be like a little bit of reflection of these green stems here on the cherries, and a little bit even purple you can add if you wish. So all about shading, and the darkest part will be here and here. So what I will be doing now, this is like too bright, I need some darker blue. Yeah, I'm using here is Prussian blue, so I will just put a little bit here, and you see it's already popping out, coming out. and it's like some, I would say, miracle coming out when you see the volume of the cherry, how it appears. So, and it's becoming more realistic now. So this is how it works. It's all about lights and shadow actually in drawing, so it's very important. And if you want to get this realistic look, then you will spend more time on shading and drawing your cherries, but they are already looking like becoming to look yummy and cool. So, and this actually a reflection from this, so it mustn't be so bright. I will shade it a little bit because it's a light dropped from this cherry, and again here it will be also a dark place here as well, because they're meeting here, these cherries together, and we are just showing the shadows and a little shadow here and here, and this is a reflection from the surface we have. So you see, in one way, when you understand the lights and shadows, it's rather easy to walk around. Another way, sometimes you have just to relax and just let it go, and it will come. It will come sometimes so beautifully. You will be amazed. And of course, the more you practice, the better it becomes. So I'm almost thinking only of what to tell, not how to draw, because I'm just reflecting and relaxing. It's the more professional you become, like in drawing, the more relaxed and joy you get. But when you are the beginner, you try to get this technique, and this is also fine, like for the beginning, but then you will come to it. Don't worry, because some of my students say, oh, I can't relax, I'm just trying to repeat what you are doing. It's normal, you will come to it. You will be enjoying it with some time. So here how our cherries are coming around, and I'm just trying to shade them. And don't forget also to shade in this direction from right to left, just to show that this is like a subject, a circled subject. And if you have some contour, just to try to go, just to not to have this obvious contour, so just to try to shade it. And here will be the darkest again part, so I'm not trying to make an obvious contour, but I'm dropping some shadows here, and they will be here and here, and it will be a little bit darkness in this side, but I will just shade it with red now. So I'm mixing the colors to create this dark red. But if you have this blue-red pencil with you, you can do it with this one. I don't have, that is why I'm mixing the colors. And already you can see how it's coming together. And I'm adding a little bit of red, just not too much this yellow, because obviously it will be in the shadows, this cherry. It almost will be. And you also can drop some green lights here, because there will be reflection. Everything have reflections which is surrounds us. So, and you can see here and red and blue and even purple sometimes from the sky, probably it goes. So in one way it's very easy drawing and very relaxed. Another way it's very good to start if you want to learn something. It's a great beginning. And it's not apples, it's cherries. Yeah, I see that somebody thought that it's apples from the beginning. No, it's not apples, but it's very similar shapes, but smaller one, if you can see this. So why not? Like, it's cherries, guys, not apples. Small cherries we are drawing together. And we have this nature drawing, so like we have real cherries to draw from. So it all depends on the form, on the colors, and on the size, of course, because apples will be a little bit bigger. And I'm dropping some light, and you can do also drop some yellow. And if you want to get some light, and I like to add some light and reflections, then just shade it with yellow pencil here and here. I'm just shading, and then with dark red we are shading this right side of our cherries and here as well. So I need to shade it because it's obviously it's not that light here. I'm just showing and plain, and this one will be almost in darkness, so this one is just a little bit white, but here from the top the light is dropping here, so I have to leave this white because it's really there, it's a light. And here I have to add some shadows. They're dropping from these cherries and it's in the darkness, but I still will keep a little light here just to make it colorful, beautiful. So now we need to put the cherries on the shadow just to pop it up, and the shadows will be usually very like more dark. They will be darker than the subject, but I will just drop a little bit of purple here, and I will be trying to make them a little bit like circled but not concentrated too much. But it's already like when we drop the shadows, they popped up to us. You see how it already looks differently. So you can add a little bit gray here, and you can add a little bit black and dark red, I would say. And we will go to the leaf just now. Right now I will just show you how to create this background for cherries, and you can also shade it up, and just don't smash it with the fingers. And I want to add some light green here, but I see that it's already not so bright, so I will just use the chalk and this part of it just to make it a little bit brighter, because I want to make these stems like more bright green, I would say. That is why I'm just using the chalk, because it will be difficult to do this with the pencils already, because I have already shaded it with this sienna dark pencil, and this one is just brown and a little bit adding with white. And here we go, we are going to the leaf now, and I will shade it with light green and then go to the darker yellow. So if you can use yellow for the beginning, maybe it would be a great idea just to shade up, because if you have pastel pencils that not always are mixing up the same correctly. So the darkest part, I'm just first of all shading it with lighter green pencil, and then I will go to the darker colors, because in pastels it's easy to go from the light to the dark than to mix. So to add some dark green, it's easier than to go first color dark and then go light. It's difficult to mix with light pencils. And now we are shading, and in this part the leaf will be the lightest, and here it will be in a shadow, so keep it in mind. And as it goes to the edges of the leaf, it will be also light dropping on it, so I'm adding a little bit of it, just colors. And here we go, and you can also add dark green or even blue to shade this leaf, just to color a little bit. And this part, which is just, it will be the lightest one, so you just shade it with green and light green. And if you want to make it smooth, you can blend it with your finger, and if you wish you can add more leaves to these cherries, but I will stop on this one. And you can work on more details with this, like by using darker pencil. And what I found now is it's more difficult to put dark on this, so you can again use chalks. And if you want to add some details, but I will use darker one here. And you can also show the edges of the leaf so they're not even. If you wish, you can just do it, and I will just give an idea, just to add some like sounds. If you are playing a music, then you add some sounds and they make difference, so it's almost the same in drawing. So, and here we go. And now I will just shade a little bit the cherries, a little drop some shadows, and just make this background. So I see that this one is not too much, so I want to add some shadows here, and you can play around. Give me an idea if you have like managed to draw everything, or take your time, and just if I was too fast, just let me know. I will wait for you and just show you how to draw the slides with the chalk. So I was doing it with the chalk, the slides here, but you can make it also with pencils. It doesn't matter what you actually use. It could be chalks, it could be pencils. We drop the shadows, so I can spend more time on shading it, but I'm already, like, would say, can go to the just a little bit of lights I want to add here, because I just want to shade it up, and some reflections. So and if you put some more details, you will see how it's becoming more like realistic looking, more realistic. And now I will be using chalk to create some even deeper shadows. You can use some blue one just to add here if you wish, so to create this mood of shadow. And you can mix it up. Like I don't want to go with too bright, so I will just shade it. So actually now I'm getting blue and purple together, and it's beautiful here, and it's more like deeper shadows than here, but you can leave it if you don't want this deep shadows. You can leave them purple like here. And now I will use a little bit of yellow. I will use yellow chalk, and I will be working with the tip of this chalk, and it will be like a light striking to my cherries. You see, just a few of lights here, and you can add some here. And now I will be just doing the slides, and I won't be blending them. I will just show like a light goes on the surface where the cherries are lying. And I love this effect actually, and I use it also in my oil painting. So if you are a fan of this style of drawing, I would say modern impressionism drawing, something like this, then you will love it. It's very easy, but it's very effective. And now I will use my white chalk, and I will be using the side of it, and I will be trying to do these movements, and you see what we are getting here. So it's a beautiful like a reflection of the surface we are creating. It's also an easy tip, but it's very beautiful and effective. Like, it's a great effect you can create by using the side of the chalk. So, and you can, if you wish, you can add some brighter spots here. So no limits here. It's just the play of light and shadows. And I will shade a little bit here with gray chalk, just again with using the side just to create the background for my cherries. And you can go inside the cherries as well. Try to be careful if you wish, and you can use your finger. And it's already shaded paper, but so it's easier to do this. And this part of picture I will keep in bright because it's light, so I'll just add a little bit, maybe. Just, it's not necessary here, but you can do it. You can add it if you wish. So, and you can see already that you can if you want, you can just delete these lines that create the side of chalk with this eraser, and you still have this beautiful background. So if you got some lines like I did, just delete it, erase them with your eraser rubber. So, and here we go. I think it's a beautiful picture we have already created today with you guys. I'm looking forward to see your beautiful artworks, and I hope you enjoyed drawing with me. I will just turn my camera on to say you goodbye, and don't forget to sign up to my pastel course, the link to which will be below my this YouTube video. And I'm looking forward to see you all soon and to continue our soft pastel adventures, guys. So thank you guys for drawing with me. I really enjoyed drawing with you. I hope to see your beautiful pictures. Don't forget to send them to me. I hope you got this beautiful cherries here. So I hope you really got the same. Send me your pictures. I know you are all very creative, so I'm looking forward to see your beautiful pictures, and wishing you a nice evening. Enjoy this beautiful summer day, and I say you goodbye. Bye bye. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye bye.